Hello and welcome. I want to share what I've been working on for over a month now. Essentially, I've done a deep dive into the renderer code, trying to see if I can optimize it more. And I want to share some of the results of that research and work that I've been doing. So here I am running the Solid demo app with the TMDB page example. I am running this on a Raspberry Pi 3, running RDK, I think WP 2.2 or something like that. And it is running the non-composite mode, so it's not doing any paint or compositing from the browser. It's all just the WebGL engine, which gives it a little bit of an extra kick. So here is my setup behind the scenes. I have the latest Solid and the latest render, the Beta 20 that the Lightning.js team has released. I've done a full build of the application, and this is the metrological page to run it. So if I just hit reload here, so that will reload the page. We're going to go back into the app. And I just want to show you the performance of the latest from Lightning. So none of the images are loaded. So as we go down, you're going to get a little bit less FPS because it's got to load all the images. And now I'm just holding the up and down key. And you can look at the FPS in the top right. And so we're going to go from down to about 27 FPS is what you get. It's a little less than 30. And we all know that 30 is kind of the magic number where if you're not getting at least 30 frames per second, you're going to see jank. When you scroll rows, it's going to be, the animation is going to be a little off. It's going to drop some frames, and it's not going to be as smooth as users expect. So again, here we go, up and down, and getting about 27. As soon as you idle and you're not doing input, you see the frames per second jump up because the renderer doesn't have to do any work anymore. So it's basically not drawing anything. And it seems like 50 FPS is the max that the Raspberry Pi can handle. So there's also a limitation on the device of just how fast the processor is, how fast the GPU is. And this is kind of where we are. So give me a moment. I'm going to pause. I'm going to change the application to the renderer that I've been working on. I have a local copy that I've made a whole bunch of changes to, and I want to show off how fast the renderer can be. So give me one moment. Okay, so I have spent a moment. I changed the renderer to import from my local copy. I've done a pnpm build, and I'm going to hit reload. So now this is going to reload with the copy of this freshly built version of local changes. So here we are, and I'm going to hit reload again so we can watch it all change. And there it goes, reloads the app. And so this is a fresh page and everything. I'm just going to scroll down, and we'll notice it's loading all the images. FPS is still above, or is around 40. Okay, so now I'm holding down, and we are getting 43, 45 FPS. Holding up and down. So before we were getting slightly under 30, we are now 50% or faster than the current Lightning.js beta, the latest work that they have. I was able to make it 50% faster. And what this means is if you've written client applications and are struggling with performance on low-end TV devices, this is going to help dramatically. You are going to be able to have animations, they're going to be working, they're going to be smooth. Everything's going to be much, much smoother as the renderer performance increases. So I've made a whole bunch of these changes. I am currently, you know, keeping it local. Probably going to hand it out to some clients first, want to test it and everything. But hopefully you can see like the renderer has a lot of optimizations that it can still make. And just want to make everybody aware. I wrote a nice article on it that you can read more about it. But that's all I had to demo today. Thanks.